Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here and today it's time for yet another episode of Leicester City Career Mode, and today it is a big one. We play the second leg of the Champions League quarter-finals against Barcelona. We've also got the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley against none other than Arsenal, who we've already faced at Wembley twice, and we also play West Ham in the Barclays Premier League. Just to open up though, we are offering some contracts to players that wanted a pay rise. Those players are Fukurata Masuaku and Andy King, and just to specify about the new series, again, it will not be replacing Leicester Career Mode. It will be a Road to Glory that is starting on Saturday, so leave it in the comment section if you are hyped for that, because I'm really excited. Hope you guys are looking forward to the Road to Glory starting this weekend. Nevertheless, Andy King clearly is not that excited because he's decided he does not want to sign the contract extension. Fukurata Masuaku, the first team left back, has decided he does want to stay, but Andy King is not so sure. Anyway, we'll find out more about that later. For now, it is time to get into the first game of today's episode, and what a game it is at the Nou Camp against Barcelona. Wow, our first trip to such a stadium. There you can see the squad in the background. It is literally our first team. No expenses paid. No holding back. There you can see the lovely stadium from up above. And one of the players we're going to have to stop being Lionel Messi, but Jordi Alba is going down the left-hand side and finds Bertrand Traore. And really early on in the game, just after 8 minutes, Barca already showing just what they can do. And Sergio Busquets with a pinpoint accurate pass finding Rakitic, who should be doing much, much better. He gave away the penalty, of course, in the first leg. Now we are going for with Embolo, who finds Jamie Vardy, then N'Golo Kante behind him, and N'Golo Kante scores. And yet again, the Frenchman is scoring goals at the end of the season, and this time he scores at the Nou Camp. What's something that you can put on your CV and tell your grandchildren about? Embolo finds Vardy, who finds Kante at the back post, and that is a lovely composed finish, and we lead 1-0, and that means that Barca need a goal here just to send it to extra time. They could have had one with Bertrand Traore, but yet again, he missed a good opportunity. Now Herman finding Embolo in the middle of the area, and what a save that is from Claudio Bravo, with Embolo sliding in, a slightly more comfortable one for Kasper Schmeichel at the other end. We are now going forward again. Kante finding Zahovic off the bench, but he blazes it high and wide. And for once, the Slovenian does not show the composure I would expect. But now Ben Yedder finds Fukurata Masuaku. He's just signed a new contract, and what a way to celebrate. The French fullback showing incredible composure, stopping the ball, swivelling and finessing it into the top corner. Nothing Bravo can do. And what a goal that is from Masuaku, which means Barca now have to score 3 goals to win this tie. They may have scored 1, and that's through Matt Hummels, but in injury time they're never going to score another 2. It is, to be fair, a lovely finish for a centre-half. That is basically a scissor kick. A lovely finish, but it's going to mean absolutely nothing whatsoever because we win 2-1 on the night here at the Camp Nou. A 3-2 aggregate win, which means we go through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. No doubt thanks to N'Golo Kante, who opened the scoring and gets man of the match in such an important game. 7.2 as well for the other goal scorer, being Fukurata Masuaku. And what a goal to score. You can see we've earned £4.3 million in prize money for that, but that's not really the important thing. The important thing is going to the best club in the world, going to their backyard and beating them there. An absolutely incredible performance by this club, by this squad, and they are fast becoming legends of this channel in general. But for now, moving on from that incredible victory, it's time for question of the day, and it's a pretty simple one. Would you like me to sim the next 2 Barclays Premier League games in order to shorten down this season? If I do that, if I do sim the games, there'll only be 1 episode and then the finale, whereas if I play all the games, there will be 2 episodes and then the finale. So it just sort of shortens down the season in general. But if you don't want me to, then obviously vote no. If you do want me to shorten down the season, get through this second season a little bit quicker, then obviously vote yes. But now it's time to get into the second game of today's episode, the FA Cup semi-final against Arsenal at Wembley, and we've been beaten by them twice already this season, once at Wembley, but we're taking a step to beat them this time because Shinji Okazaki has given us the lead with the first action of this game after just 13 minutes. Pione Sisto swings the ball in. The Arsenal defender puts it back into the path of Okazaki. It's really poor defending, not fantastic goalkeeping either, and we take the lead. But Thomas Rosicky going past Lasse Jonsson, you'll have seen the squad beforehand because I accidentally skipped the official squad, and you'll see that there's a few youngsters playing in this one. Shinji Okazaki, though, not a youngster, and he's won a free kick there right on the edge of half-time. Aymeric Laporte, has brought him down, but it's going to be Pione Sisto who will take it. He gets it over the wall and into the top corner, and we lead 2-0 on the edge of half-time. Pione Sisto with an absolutely fantastic free kick, reminding me actually of what he did in Season 1, though. Moving into the second half, and Arsenal are going forward, trying to react, and they have done. Javier Pastore of Arsenal here has got one back just 6 minutes into the second half, which really is not ideal, obviously, because we want to be keeping that 2-goal lead for as long as possible. It's a lovely goal, certainly one to match the free kick by Pione Sisto, but now we only have a 1-goal lead, and Gudinho failing to deal with that very comfortably. That shot from Ramsey, it is cleared away though, but with only 2 minutes of the game to go, Joel Campbell is twisting and turning. He finds the attacker, I think it's Alexis Sanchez, but a great save from Gudinho. It's going to go out for a corner, nothing comes of it, but Arsenal coming back forward again, trying to equalise in the last minute of this game. Laporte, there, Ramsey, back to Sanchez, back to Rosicky, and then Laporte, and what a goal to equalise in injury time and break Leicester hearts. It looked as if we were going to the FA Cup final, guaranteed, but Aymeric Laporte, the centre-back, has dealt our youngsters a massive blow. The likes of Vestergaard, Jonsson, Gudinho, Boylerson will all be massively disappointed, because that is literally the last action of the game, and it is now 2-2, and Arsenal have the momentum just 2 minutes now into this 30-minute period of extra time, and a lovely one-handed save from Gudinho there to deny Joel Campbell. Rosicky forcing another one-handed save from Gudinho, this time requiring the help of the post, but now we're going forward. Drinkwater finding Nicholas Boylerson, is back to Drinkwater, he takes the strike first time, and it's into the top corner from outside of the area, and he's going absolutely mental about it, and he has a right to. What an absolutely incredible goal. The goal of the season highlights reel is going to be bumper packed at the end of this season, because we've got another amazing goal. But Arsenal are going forward again. They've hit the bar with Giroud. It comes back to Laporte, and they hit the bar again. What a crazy game this is. We lead 3-2, but Arsenal trying to make it 3-3. Alexis Sanchez with the volley into the side netting. We are holding on for dear life. Backs against the wall. Laporte's forward again. He's found Campbell in the box. It's nodded on to the back post to Olivier Giroud. And I can't believe this. They've scored in the last minute again. They did in normal time, and now they've done it in extra time as well. And Giroud, again, the second dollop of heartache for this team, for this young team, after Danny Drinkwater scored potentially goal of the season, and a free kick from Sisto is going to go to penalties. It's all about nerves now. Giroud steps up, he stutters and sends Gudinho the wrong way. Now it's Sisto who scored a free kick. Can he score another set piece, this time from the penalty spot? He can. I don't know, dead ball, not a set piece. Nevertheless, Santi Cazorla has hit the crossbar. It bounced down. It looks as if it was going to go in, but Shani Tarajai's missed the next penalty, so it doesn't matter. Sanchez then sends Gudinho the wrong way, so we're back level again. Vestergaard needs to score this to make it level again, but he's got the composure all wrong, and it is over the bar, and now it's advantage Arsenal. Joel Campbell stutters and again sends Gudinho the wrong way, which means now we have to score this penalty with Shinji Okazaki in order to stay in this penalty shootout. It's down the middle, but Czech doesn't move and catches it easily, and after leading in the final minute twice, only to be denied twice by Arsenal, we have lost in a penalty shootout, which really rubs salt in the wounds as a Liverpool fan, having just watched us lose to City on penalties. But absolute heartache in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, an emotional rollercoaster of a game, perhaps one of the most intense games of this entire series, probably on this entire channel so far. 3 goals apiece, then a penalty shootout. Late goals, amazing goals from both teams. Both of Arsenal goals were fantastic. in normal time. And then obviously Drinkwater and Sisto with some absolute peaches as well. But it means absolutely nothing because we do go out of the FA Cup at the semi-final stage. Nevertheless, moving on from a disappointing result that we've got to remember, we did just beat Barcelona about 5 minutes ago, so we've got to remember that one as well. In the background, you'll have seen Marcus Karlgren, the young Swede from the Youth Academy. He's gone up an overall. He played actually in that game at Wembley, but he's gone up an overall now thanks to training. Nevertheless, it is now time to move into the final game of today's episode against West Ham. And the player to watch out for is apparently Jamie Vardy for this one. He's the joint third top scorer in the league at the moment, so I suppose that is understandable. There you can see the squad in the background. Schlupp into the side to replace Masuaku and Ben Yedder in to replace Mbolo. Patrick Herman, though, is starting this game and he's using his electric pace. Lovely burst of acceleration, but an easy save at the near post for Darren Randolph in the West Ham goal. Alex Tejas there dispossessing Ben Yedder, but in a very dangerous position. Ben Yedder gets it back, but a lovely save again, this time with the feet from Darren Randolph. Now in the first half, still Ener Valencia skipping past Nkulu, unleashing a very powerful strike, much like the Ecuadorian producers in real life, but again it's a good save from Kasper Schmeichel. Into the box though towards Ener Valencia into the second half, and Schmeichel can't get there, but thankfully it goes just over the bar. 7 minutes later we're going forward again, a lovely through ball there from Maxi Arnold to find Riyad Mahrez, who cuts past Alex Tejas, then goes past Alvaro Dominguez and scores. What a goal. Again, we have seen some amazing goals in this episode. Masuaku, Drinkwater, Sisto, and now Riyad Mahrez adds himself to the list with a wonderful solo goal, amazing agility and balance, and then puts the ball in completely the opposite direction to where you would have thought it's gone. A lovely solo skill goal from Riyad Mahrez, but unfortunately bad news in terms of the Leicester originals. Jamie Vardy is hobbling off with an injury, so we'll have to see the extent of that after this game. Ben Yedder, though, is going forward, Vardy's strike partner, and he's been brought down by Alex Tejas, who just got rinsed by Mahrez. He's now given away a penalty, and Mahrez will step up surely to try and get his second goal of this game, try and secure a brace. He's going to try and put it top left, but it's an amazing one-handed save from Darren Randolph, and penalties, really, they're just not our forte in this episode, but what a save that is from Darren Randolph. Certainly not a poor penalty, a very good save, but we are trying to score a second goal now through Sisto, who's come off the bench, and he does double our lead in the end. We missed the penalty, but we do not go on to regret it because Pione Sisto, set up by Wissam Ben Yedder, does score at the near post past Darren Randolph, who may be a little bit disappointed that he was unable to save that. Gokhan Toure, though, going forward with West Ham again, a lovely bicycle actually kick attempt there from Ener Valencia, but a good save from Kasper Schmeichel, meaning we do hold on to our clean sheet and we do win the game 2-0. The second goal of the game going to that man there, Pione Sisto, after a lovely goal from Riyad Mahrez, who was substituted. Man of the match there going to Schmeichel, but great ratings as well for Mahrez, Arnold, Kante, the whole of the back four, as well as Herman, Ben Yedder, and of course Sisto, who got that second goal. Nevertheless, we did see Jamie Vardy hobble off injured and be replaced by Mbolo, and the extent of that injury is 3 weeks. He hyperextended his knee, which means he will be out for every game for the remainder of the season, bar the final one. He will return for the final game of the Barclays Premier League season against Norwich, and if we get into the Champions League, he'll be in that game as well. As you could see though a moment ago, Andy King has no intention of signing a new contract with the club. I realise he's a fan favourite and someone who's been at the club since he was very little, so that's a very odd decision that the Welshman has decided to take, but unfortunately there may be absolutely nothing I can do in terms of having to sell him on in the next transfer window. Nevertheless, here you can see the table. Arsenal did not play in the BPL in this episode, so we've extended a 5-point lead over them. It is now, however, United who are second, just 3 points behind us, then Spurs, Liverpool and Chelsea and City rounding out the European spots, with Hull, Sunderland and Burnley still occupying the relegation zone. Burnley now mathematically down. Nevertheless, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Leicester City Career Mode. Feel free to hit the likes button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new around here as well. Comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. And don't forget to vote on the straw poll in terms of simming games as well. I hope you guys are looking forward to the new Road to Glory series as well, starting this weekend, hopefully. But nevertheless, it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
No, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me.